Hi, I'm Anthony Akers at Cedar Lake Golf Club, just south of Loganville in Walton County. We'd love to have you join us for something truly special this fall. Starting on August 22nd, running for 10 weeks, we're going to have our Fall Church League. This is typically made up of 15 to 20 different churches with 4-player teams. Some of them have more than one team. And we play every Monday night at 5:30. It's 9-hole scramble. One night you're on the front nine, one night you're on the back. You get the chance to mingle with a lot of great people and enjoy the game of golf. We'd love to have you join us. Call today to sign up.
And then with grains, we want some good sources are generally the less processed something is, the better it is for you, because that means they haven't added any chemicals or salt and things like that to it. So we want to make sure we get grains that you can just have raw and cook them up, or you can, like I said, you can get canned ones and drain them off, drain the salt off. If you're looking at beans or lentils, something like that, you can drain the salt off of. But some good grains are things like whole grain breads or cereals, especially ones that are fortified with different vitamins and minerals like iron and B vitamins and stuff. Those are great sources of grains. And then cornmeal, oats, brown rice, and quinoa. And oats, you can either get like the big tub of Quaker's oats that are just plain and cook them up in a pot or in the microwave and add in like some nuts and fruit, maybe a little brown sugar or sweetener, or you could get the instant packets that are plain. The plain instant packets are fine because they don't have any extra sugar or anything added to them, but the flavored ones tend to have a lot of extra sugar, so I'd stay away from those. If you want the instant ones, just get the plain ones and add your own sweetener and fruit to that. It's a good way to get some flavor and some variety in there. And then things like beans and peas and lentils are a good carbohydrate source, fiber source, and a good vegetable source for protein instead of having meat. So it's a good little change of pace to eat there, but we want to make sure that if you get canned ones, like I said, to drain off the salt and the fat and just have them plain, and you can add your own flavor, which I'll talk about in a little while. Or it's really cheap if you get them dry. Like I eat a lot of beans, so I get them dried. I can get a container that has 8 servings in it for $1.39, and that's super cheap, and that'll last me for almost the whole week. So with those, with dry beans, you have to either soak them overnight or bring them to a boil for a few minutes and then let them sit for a little while and then reboil them again to cook them all the way. And then lentils are easier. You just have to bring them to a boil and then let them simmer for a little while, like 15 minutes, and then they'll be done. So those are good sources and ways to eat cheaply while also getting good sources of nutritional variety. And then fat-free refried beans and vegetarian baked beans are great as well. And then finally, things like starchy vegetables like sweet potatoes, squash, corn, green beans, and pumpkin. You can get these fresh. Sweet potatoes are generally really cheap, normally like 55 cents or 70 cents a pound, so they're really not terribly expensive, but you can also get those canned if you want. Just make sure, like with everything else that's canned, to just wash off all the extra added syrup or salt. But those are all great sources right there. And then there are a ton of different protein sources that you can get. Like I mentioned earlier, beans and lentils are a good one, and fish and seafood are great as well. Salmon's a really good source of a fatty fish that'll give you omega-3, which are really good fatty acids for your heart. And then chicken and turkey without the skin, because the skin generally has a lot of fat and cholesterol in it, so we want to stay away from that and eat more breast meat that has a lower fat content and a higher protein content. And I'll go over some different ways that you can season and cook those up in a little while. And just like beans and lentils, nuts and seeds they're a good alternate source if you want to have a more vegetable protein source as opposed to an animal source. They have a little more fat, but they also have a good source of protein too. And then eggs and cheese in moderation are a good fat and protein source. And then we have fats. Like I said earlier, nuts and seeds are a little higher in fat, but they've got a good amount of fiber and protein in them as well, so they're all around a good thing to eat. And then avocados are good. You can eat them plain, like slice them up and put them on salads, or you could get fancy and make some guacamole out of them, like mash them up and mix them with a little cilantro and onion and different things like that. You can dip some chips in that or put it on some beans or make a spread out of it. So there's a lot of things you can do with those. And olives are a good source of fat as well if you want to have those on salads. And then oils like olive oil, safflower oil, different plant-based oils are really good to cook with in small amounts. You can also drizzle it on top of a salad or on your meat or something like that to add a little extra flavor and texture. And then things that we want to typically avoid or eat minimally are things like sodas and sports drinks and sweet tea that are very sugary and dense in calories and nutrition. You want to kind of avoid those and have things like water, because water is amazing to drink. It helps with all your bodily processes, makes you feel better, and also helps you stay fuller throughout the day. And then calorie-free drinks are good too. Like diet sodas are good. I wouldn't have those all the time because of the artificial sweeteners in them, but those are a good option every now and then. And then things like herbal tea, because that doesn't have any calories in it. And herbs also have a lot of really good health benefits. So that's another good option to try and drink. And cutting back on high-calorie snacks and desserts. So like today, instead of cheesecake or pound cake, we had some fruit for dessert. That's a good way to switch up the sweetness factor right there. And then keeping portions small is another good thing to do. Instead of, like I'll talk about in a little bit, when you go out to eat, generally if you eat out, the portions they give you are huge. Like I can't even eat the full portion when I go out. So some things you can do is to get an appetizer for an entree instead, or if you get a full entree, just eat half of it and save half for another meal, something like that. Those are just little tricks you can do to avoid overeating and also save food for later in the week. So salt is implicated in a lot of different things like blood pressure. So there are a lot of different ways to eat salt, and y'all can look over the little handout I gave you if you want, because a lot of Americans get way too much salt. So things that are high in salt would be like fast food, like burgers and pizza and fries, things like that. And then also frozen meals, like the Stouffer's and the minute microwave meals and all that stuff tend to have a lot of salt in them to help them stay fresh longer. And then deli meats like salami and ham, they're generally processed and they have a lot of meat in them, or not a lot of meat, a lot of salt in them to kind of help them stay fresh for longer. And then also canned soups and pickled foods have a lot of salt in them as well. So something that can help with reducing salt is checking the food label on foods, because on the back or side, wherever they have the label, there's generally the breakdown of all the carbohydrates, fats, and proteins of what's in the food, and they also have the vitamins and minerals and the salt, and it'll say sodium on the side. And generally, for a whole day, we want to stay underneath 2,300 milligrams of salt. So on the side, just check to make sure that it's low or not. Generally, I believe the standard is between 15 and 20% daily value of sodium, and something's considered high, so you want to kind of stay under that. And you can also flavor things in different ways instead of using salt, like herbs and spices are a great way that I'll go over with y'all in a little bit. Cooking at home is a way to reduce salt, because when you eat out, they tend to add a lot of extra salt and flavors and things like that to make you want to come back and eat it more. So using things like fresh fruits and vegetables, dried beans like I talked about earlier, brown rice, oats, unsalted nuts and seeds, and fresh protein sources like fish and chicken are good ways to not eat that much salt. And then using spices instead, like I said earlier, you can use lemon juice is really good on seafood. It's also good on like rice dishes and stuff like that, so you can use that to add a little extra flavor. And then salt and sodium-free spice mixes. I know at the store they have these. There's a brand called Mrs. Dash, and it's all sodium-free. They'll have like a spicy southwestern blend, garlic and herb blend, all kinds of different blends like that you can use to either like marinate your meat overnight or just use it to cook it right away, things like that. And then onion and garlic are a great way to add some extra flavor. Just chopping up some fresh onion, mincing up some garlic, and sauteing that in a pan, and topping your meat or other dishes with that is a great way to add some fresh extra flavor. And also, onion and garlic are really good anti-inflammatory, so they can help with different inflammatory things like arthritis and things such as that. And then herbs are really good with salads, pasta, or rice dishes, and also on meats as well. Things like mint is good on salads, dill, and then other herbs that you can use, things like cilantro and other things like this are really good for adding flavor without adding calories or salt and things like that. I know on the back of this Eat Less Salt sheet, on the right hand side there's 3 different blends that y'all can try at home if you want to try. There's a mixed herb blend that you can use however you want, an Italian blend if you're making like some spaghetti or a different salad or something like that, you can use that, and then Mexican blend if you want to add a little spice to your meats or making like some chili or something like that, that'd be a great thing to try out. So these all have minimal or no sodium, and it's a great way to add some flavor without using salt. And something else that's on the back of here is condiments like soy sauce, ketchup, and mustard generally have a lot of salt as well. So if you want to look for low or no sodium varieties in those, that's a great way to reduce your salt intake there as well. And then also on the back is the little part about allowing your taste buds to adjust, because if you've been eating more flavorful and salty and fatty foods for a while, then your taste buds are going to be like, there's no flavor in this. So you just got to slowly take stuff out and let it adjust, because the body's a weird thing like that where it doesn't make adjustments right away. It's got to slowly ease its way into it. And then some tips and tricks to eat healthy on a budget. I know I'm still living on a college budget, so I gotta cut all the coupons I can. So looking up recipes and meals is a good way to like make a list to take with you to the store so that you know what you need to buy and you don't overbuy or overspend there. And then planning meals around foods that are on sale or coupons that you find is another good way to plan recipes and buy stuff in bulk and prepare ahead of time so that you don't have to go to the store as much and you don't have to spend as much. And like I was saying earlier, beans are a really good protein source, and they're also extremely cheap if you buy them dry, like black beans, garbanzo beans, white beans, black-eyed peas, things like that are really cheap, good vegetable sources. And then making leftovers and saving them, like I said earlier, ordering a full entree and only eating half of it, or prepping a big meal ahead of time, and then either putting some in the refrigerator for later in the week, or you can freeze it, and food generally can last in the freezer for months at a time, so you can make a big batch of something, freeze it, and then just defrost it later in the week or later in the month, whenever you want to eat it.
For coming. If there's anybody here who hasn't signed up for our summer reading program and still wants to be part of it, we still have a few weeks left in the summer and we still have lots of prizes. So whenever the show's over with, if you want to come into the main part of the library, we can tell you more about that and sign you up for it. All right. If everybody's ready, just put your hands together for our friends from on stage.
Hello, hello. My name is Mark Hammis. I am director for the musical Shrek. On behalf of all the crazy people behind me and the cast and everyone, thank y'all so much for coming out today and playing with us. I'd like to introduce everyone before we get going. So as I said, I'm Mark Hammis, I'm director. Our wonderful music director,
Amy Bruce.
and our tech extraordinaire, she's the one that runs all the sounds and the lights for our show. This is Raylan Russell.
Hi.
And I'm going to let the cast introduce themselves. We'll just go down the line.
My name is Lorelai Brooks. I go to Carver Middle School, and I play as the White Rabbit. I'm Christina Casey. I go to 8th Road Elementary School, and I play Young Fiona. My name is Lainey Smith. I go to LES, or Loganville Elementary School, and I'm Pinocchio.
My name is Emily Casey. I go to Walnut Grove High School, and I'm Teen Fiona.
My name is Tiana Nash. I go to Walnut Grove High School, and I play one of the piggies.
I'm Ethan Leonard. I go to Walnut Grove High School, and I play Peter Pan.
I'm Natalie Wheeler. I just graduated from Walnut Grove High School, and I am Benji.
I'm Caleb Reed. I am a junior at Walnut Grove High School, and I play the Wolf.
I'm Wallace Lucas. I go to George Walton Academy, and I play the Dragon.
I'm Paula Thompson. I'm from Duluth, Georgia, and I play Fiona.
Good guess.
KJ Steven, I'm from Monroe. I'm playing Shrek.
My favorite donkey.
My name's Luke Taylor. I go to Loganville High School, and I play the donkey.
There you go. Now, as you can see, we didn't have everybody come in costume today. And I know you all have already noticed, our Shrek is looking a little weird today. We're in process. Right now, we're still getting ready because our show isn't for another week and a half. We worked on his ears that will be there last night and yesterday, but we got up this morning and one of his ears had fallen off. Oh, wow. Right? So, back to the drawing board for that. So excuse us for as far as he's looking a little funny today. But you get the idea, right? You know who he is. All right. Now, at the end of the show, so we gotta make sure y'all know, at the end of today, our performance will be starting up next Thursday, the 21st. At the end of the show, Lorelai is going to come around and she'll have little cards if you want to know all the dates and everything for that, okay? So please come and play with us. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and go on back. During today's show, we're only going to give you about 15-20 minutes of the show, and then we're going to play some different acting games and things like that. Do you all like games? Yeah. You lie. Do you really like games? No. So we'll be playing some games then too afterwards with the cast and the actors. During the show today, we need your help.
No help for me.
So that's fine, then you can stay right there. You're okay. The rest of us will help. We have one song that is called, I just lost it.
I think
I Got You Beat, that Fiona and Shrek sing. While they're doing that, you have to excuse me already ahead of time. As they're doing that song, they burp and they pass gas. So, and we all know that so you have to excuse us as far as and we all know that whenever you burp or pass gas, what are you supposed to say? You say excuse, look how smart this group is already. So you say excuse me. Now during it, we weren't able to bring all of our sound equipment, our sound stuff here with us, so we're going to ask you to help us be our sound effects. So anytime my friend Wallace, who plays the dragon, she's going to hold up a sign that says burp. Whenever she does that, if you can help us out and make a burp sound. Now we know that we're not supposed to burp in public or on purpose, that's rude. We all know we're supposed to say excuse me, so we're going to do it just for today, okay? Are we all good with that? So don't go home and be all burpy and stuff. Don't get us in trouble. Alright, so anytime she holds up the sign, we're going to do what? Can we try it? Ready? We'll all try it together. Well, whenever she holds up. Oh, nice. Now I get the wonderful job of making the pass gas sound. So we're gonna call it a toot. Alright. So anytime I hold that up, you're gonna make the sound. Can we all do it on the ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. So let's see how good you are. We're even going to divide us up. So everyone on this side, you are a duty. Alright, so let's try, and everyone on this side is what? Alright, so let's try it. So mice, get ready. Wallace is going to come on up. Here we go. There. And if you want to help the other side out, you can. We'll see which side's best. Nice. And what do we say? Excuse me. Very important. Don't get us in trouble. Alright, I talk too much. So, we're going to go ahead and start up, alright? Let's give them a round of applause to get them all ready.
That big old giant.
My gosh.
It's story time. There's a princess in a tower. Oh my gosh, that's just like me. Poor Rapunzel needs a haircut, but her witch won't set her. Like someone else I know. As years go by, she sits and waits. As years go by, a torturous existence. I don't remember this part. She wishes she were dead. Skip ahead, skip ahead. But in the end, Rapunzel finds a millionaire. The prince is good at climbing and braiding golden hair. So I know he'll appear, and his armor will be blinding, as shining as his perfect teeth. And there we hope he'll propose on her knees, and our prenup will be binding. About time we set a wedding day, day number 958. I know it's today. He'll show up today.
There's a princess, any princess. Take your pick, they're all like me. Not exactly, I'm still waiting. They're outliving happily. Ever after better get here. I want love in seconds flat. No one needs these middle bits. Whoops. Did I do that? Cut the villain, cut the vamping, cut this fairy tale, cut the peril and the pitfalls, cut the puppet and the whale, cut the monsters, cut the curses, keep the intro, cut the verses, and the waiting, the waiting, the waiting, the waiting, the waiting. But I know he'll appear, though I seem a bit bipolar. And I'm a vandal now as well. Oh, he won't mind. I'm a find, I'm a catch, and a very gifted bowler. It won't be long now, I guarantee. Day number, are you there, God? It's me, Fiona. It's me, Fiona. Now I know he'll appear, 'cause there are rules and there are strictures. I believe the storybooks I read by candlelight. My white knight, my knight and his team will look just like these pictures. It won't be long now, I guarantee.
Day number 20.
Day number 8,423.
I know it's today.
I know it's today. I know it's today. I know it's today.
Good morning, Princess.
Oh, good morning, then.
You're awesome, Chipper.
Well, why shouldn't I be? It's a brand new day full of promise and fresh starts.
It is?
Well, yes. And the first thing I would like to do is apologize for my behavior yesterday. We obviously got off on the wrong foot, and I'm sorry.
Oh, that's nice. You hear that, Shrek?
I did. An apology from her, not quite what I expected.
Well, maybe you shouldn't judge people before you get to know them. To do look? So, tell me about my groom-to-be, Lord Farquaad. What's he like?
Let's just say men of Farquaad's stature are in short supply.
Really?
Oh yeah, but he is a little intimidating.
He must be.
And yet very good at small talk.
What are you guys doing?
I'm just saying you might want to lower your expectations a bit.
Yeah, like 3 feet or so.
All right, yuck it up. Doesn't bother me. Not today. After a lifetime of misery, things are finally going my way.
Lifetime of misery. Yeah, right.
You chuckled. When I said lifetime of misery, you chuckled.
Did I?
Yes,
Look, I'm sure it was difficult living in a dragon-guarded tower.
it was.
I'm sure.
All right then.
Saying it must have been nice to have a roof and a cozy bed, which was more than I had when I left home.
You're not actually comparing yourself to what I endured.
I'm just saying you don't corner the markets on unhappy childhoods.
There are things you don't know, you know, about me, about how rough I had it.
Watch, run out of shampoo a couple of times.
I mean, about my life.
Oh yeah? Try my life.
I had nothing in that tower, fighting boredom by the hour. Princess lonely, walking circles. I had only bare essentials, army cot, a hot plate and a chamber pot, and every morning I would boil it. No choice, I had no toilet, just a view of devastation. Out one window, isolation. In my bedroom, and very little headroom. 20 years I sat and waited. I'm very dedicated. On the walls, the days were added. Let go in, those walls were padded. So, I think I got you beat. I think I got you beat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I got you beat. I think I got you beat.
Well, that's a sad matter, I'm just saying. A for effort, thanks for playing. Sad to see a princess suffer, but I had it rougher. Like the time a mob of torches burnt my bridges, see the scorches. You're just whining. I had a flaming hiney. As I fled, I had to wonder if I were torn asunder, would an ogre go to heaven? Did I mention I was 7? So I think I got you beat. I think I got you beat. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think I've got you beat. I think I've got you beat.
No one regards.
No Christmas cards.
And every day
Was hell on Earth Day.
Okay, top of this. I missed my prom.
My dad and mom sent me away. It was my birthday.
I was sent away on Christmas Eve. Their essentials running high. And every morning I was toilets. I had no toilets.
And every day was hell on Earth
in my bedroom and very little bedroom. 20
I
years
miss
I
my
sat
mom.
and waited.
My dad and mom sent me away. It was my birthday. I miss my mom. My dad and mom sent me away. So I think I've got you beat. I think I've got you beat. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think I've got you beat. I think I've got you beat. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think I got you beat. I think I've got you beat. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oopsie. Well, better often than I always say.
They have said? Oh. Excuse me. That's a big excuse me. Boy, I tell you what. So, that is what we have for you as far as our presentation. Please, please, if you come see our show starting next Thursday, make sure to come up and let us know that you saw us here, okay? Lorelei will be coming around and handing out some cards. If you want a card, just raise your hand and she'll make sure to give them to you, all right? That'll have all of our times and stuff. One thing before we play our games, I want to make sure everybody knows. Ladies and gents, all of these actors are just like you. You heard as far as all the elementary schools they go to, high schools they go to. All it is they came to auditions and said, hey, I want to be in a play. So if you ever want to be in a play, make sure to come. You can check us out on the Onstage website and come and play with us. All right? Seriously, we're always looking for some good actors.
Hi, I'm Anthony Akers out at Cedar Lake Golf Club just south of Loganville in Walton County. We're a full-service 18-hole golf course with a practice facility, but we've got different tournaments going on every month that you're welcome to join us in. All we ask is that you have a Georgia State Golf Association handicap, but you can play with us all the time and put your own ball in play against people of similar ability. We'd love to have you come join in the fun once a month. Call us, here at Cedar Lake, and we'll put you on the list and make sure you get in the next tournament for all the fun.
Hello, I'm Kenny Sargent with Keep Walton Beautiful, the Walton County Recycling Center. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. This summer's been a busy one for us so far, both in June and May and June. We had over 1,700 cars come through the scales here at the center, so it's been really busy for us, and we're happy about that. We feel like some of the outreach we're doing and stuff like that's really getting the word out. We're getting a lot of new customers, and so we're happy with that. Here at the center, we're kind of getting in our beginning preparations for our Rivers Alive event that we always do around October, but we start trying to get volunteers and reaching out to different groups and letting them know about Rivers Alive and getting in t-shirt orders and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be a good time to reach out and let anyone know if they're looking for a good project or a good way to volunteer and help out around the community. Stop in and see us or give us a call, and I'd love to give you some information about our Rivers Alive event. It's good for school groups, scout groups, church groups, or just individuals that want to make a difference in the community. We can find somewhere for you to help us. Like I said, we normally do that in October, but we're going to get started reaching out to people and kind of get a count on how many people we can expect. So give us a call and find out more about Rivers Alive. It's it's probably our biggest event. So give us a call, let us tell you a little bit about what we do, and we'd be happy to have you. That's kind of what's going on here at the Recycling Center. Again, we've been super busy. We just want to remind everybody that we're here. Give us a call. Our number is 770-267-1421. We'd be happy to help you with any recycling questions you have or any other environmental concerns. Just give us a call. And like I always say, if you've never been out here before to see what we offer the county, give us a call or come on out, and one of us would be happy to walk you through, show you what we offer here, and show you what we do here. We are here for all of our county's residents. So come on out and see us, and until next time, everyone take care.
Hi, my name is Jody Johnson. I'm here with the Recreation Report. It is July, which means it is very, very hot outside. We don't have a whole lot of recreation programs that are going on right now. We're getting ready for our fall events, which is generally our largest program of the year. We have our baseball and softball, football program, cheerleading, and soccer all going on at one time. So if you haven't gotten in to register for one of those programs and you do want to play, you really need to contact one of the local offices and see if they have spots, because we've generally already have our teams in place, and they'll start practicing sometime in August for all of our fall activities. So it's a little late possibly to get into the fall. Our basketball program will start registering again here in the next month or so. Once we get back into school, we'll start planning for our our winter sport, which is our basketball, which we had over 1,000 kids that participated in our basketball program last year, so it's really grown. And our recreation baseball and softball and football and soccer, we're up as well with our recreation numbers, especially in our baseball and softball. The numbers have increased about 5% or so this season. So our rec programs are going strong, and facilities are looking great. I do encourage you to go to our website at waltoncountyga.gov. It's always a great place to get information on the dates of registrations, the programs that we're offering, some of the contracted programs that we have going on. So it's just a wealth of information. Also, a lot of the programs that we have going on in the community centers you can find on the website at waltoncountyga.gov. There's also a place on there you can go. It's called Rec Announce. And if you'll sign up on that, we'll constantly send you updates on any of the programs, the dates of registration, and anything else that's going on with the Recreation Department. So it's a great way to stay informed with all of the programs that we have here with the Recreation Department. Also want to encourage you, this is the time of year in July that everyone has to renew their memberships with our community centers. It's a great bargain. It's only $104 per year for your family to go and work out at the state-of-the-art workout centers that we have at Meridian and Felker Park. One membership per family household, and that gets you into either center. Again, it's $104 for the year. It's prorated $2 per week for the weeks that have passed. So if you can't get in July and you go in August or October or sometime like that, of course the fee will be prorated by $2 per week that you've already missed. So it's a great bargain at $2, which normal places around $35 to $40 per month. We're at $2 per week, so around $8 a month is what we charge for people to come in and have access to climate controlled. We have TVs, we have all the Nautilus equipment that you would want, treadmills, ellipticals, bicycles, some of the reciprocal machines that you can sit down and use. A lot of things that you'll see at even a rehab center we have there at the community centers for you to use. So feel free to go to our community centers, and you'll see them there at the front desk, and they can get you signed up. They'll get you an ID card that you can use to get inside those centers. So it's always it's a great place to stay active. We have basketball courts that are also there that you can utilize during certain times of the day. We do have daily workout fees that you can do. It's around $2 per day, so it's a lot more cost effective to become a member for a year for your family. There are requirements, and all the rules are located on our website if you'd like to see with the age requirements to utilize the Nautilus machines and whatnot. It's just a safety factor. So again, WaltonCountyGA.gov has all that information. Hopefully you'll go and participate in those programs. Get into for our athletic programs. Also, you need to go to those offices for any of the fall activities. Winter's coming up here pretty soon for the basketball program, so a lot's going on here. A lot of pre-planning in July for our August and September activities. So hopefully this program has been helpful and provided you some information, some tools to help you get that healthy lifestyle that we know everybody wants these days. So until next time, thank you very much.
Hi there, I'm Emily Russell, Director of Marketing and Business Development at Clearview Regional Medical Center. Thanks so much for joining in with us today. As always, we have exciting events going on at Clearview, a way to service our community and educate the public about general health topics. Some of our upcoming topics include, on August 31st, which is a Wednesday, we're going to host a lunch and learn with one of our specialists, our infectious disease physician. Her name is Dr. Suji Matthew, and she's actually going to be covering whether or not you should vaccinate or not vaccinate, and what you should vaccinate against, and which vaccinations are important to get. There are so many different vaccinations out there right now, and myths about many of them, truths about some of them. So we're just going to dive really deep into vaccinations just to really figure out which ones are most critical, and at what point in your life should you be receiving each of these vaccinations. So again, that's going to be on Wednesday, August the 31st at lunch at noon here at Clearview Regional Medical Center. Following that, on August 31st, we are going to have another lunch and learn, and that's actually going to be Wednesday, September 28th, and that's going to be about understanding your medications. We find that a lot of times patients go to multiple different specialists, a primary care physician, a cardiologist, a pulmonologist, a endocrinologist, a nephrologist, and perhaps everybody's prescribing them a different medication. So what happens when you add all those medications together? Are you really letting each physician know every single medicine that you're on? Could some of them be causing side effects with another one? Could they be counteracting? Could they be balancing each other? So we're actually going to have some of our pharmacists weigh in and go through many of those medications with us that people are commonly on, go over the side effects, go over the reactionary effects as well, and just learn a little bit more about our medications. So again, that's on Wednesday, September the 28th at noon here at Clearview, and we encourage you to actually bring a list of your medications with you. No need to bring the actual medications, but just write them down, what your daily doses are, how many milligrams, how often you take them and whatnot, and bring that medication list with you so that we can actually be very hands-on and you can apply this information to whatever it is that you're actually taking and currently on. So those are some exciting events that we have coming up at Clearview. As always, we have Senior Bingo on the third Friday of every month at 10 a.m. here in the hospital in the cafeteria, and all are welcome to join us for that. It's free, it's fun, it's a way to meet people and win some fun prizes. So the third Friday at 10 a.m. here at Clearview every single month. In addition to our senior services, this year during the summertime, we focused on our teen services. Now you might think, well, how can teens get involved at the hospital? We actually have a really elaborate program. It's called our Volunteen program, and we had 15 students that were accepted into it this year from all over Walton County, from various and assorted high schools, and they come for a total of 6 weeks, and they work in different departments. They get to do a little bit of hands-on stuff, learn how we clean rooms, learn about patient care, help us with transporting patients, just all sorts of things to give them a really good glimpse at healthcare. So we've been really thrilled and excited to have them with us. Actually, next week is going to be their last week, and they're going to be going back to their summertime activities and whatnot. So if you hear about our Volunteen program, that's exactly what it is. It's open to ages 14 to 17, and if you didn't get into it this year or you didn't hear about it this year, you can start looking for those applications from your high school counselor starting in February or March of next year. It's a rather rigorous application process, so we do encourage you to apply early, and we love to have students that want to learn about healthcare. The whole purpose of the program is to share our love of healthcare and to expose them to that so that they can make a good choice as to whether or not healthcare is actually a field for them to go into in the future. So that kind of covers our senior programming for the summer as well as our teen programming for the summer. As always, if you are in need of a physician referral, whether it be for a primary care physician or a specialist, you can give us a call at our physician referral line, and we're happy to hook you up with someone that perhaps takes your insurance or is located near you or offers the services that you're looking for. So if you're interested in signing up for any of our events or you're interested in our physician referral phone number, that number is 1-877-933-2762, and they can connect you with a physician of your choice that can help get all of your healthcare needs taken care of. So thanks so much for tuning in, and stay healthy.
Good morning. Thank you for watching. I'm Dina Huff, the Executive Director for the Partnership for Families, Children, and Youth. A couple of months ago, I told you about a couple of changes that we had that would occur here at the Partnership. Miss Amy Honeywell took another job, so she is now with Guide Incorporated. So we had to make a few changes here around the Partnership. So this morning I have Mr. Rick Baker, our counseling provider and our parenting coordinator here with us, and his job is changing up somewhat, and he's going to tell you about some new services that he's going to provide and tell you about some dates that those will be provided. So, Rick?
Thank you, Dana. Yeah, whenever I first started with the Partnership, there were very, very few counselors available in this area, and that has since changed. We've now got quite a few. And so it's an unfair advantage for me to provide counseling services for free when the other counselors charge. And so I am restricting the counseling services here at the Partnership to those who either have no insurance or are severely underinsured or who lack transportation. And so I will be referring other counseling referrals that I receive to private pay or counselors that receive insurance. I'm also taking over the Prime for Life class that Ms. Honeywell used to teach, and we have a class coming up this month on the 18th. It will be the 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st from 4 until 6 p.m. If you need more information about that class, and this is a class for adolescents, please contact me at 770-207-3176. I'm also very interested in becoming involved with other community agencies and organizations to see how I can partner with them to provide master's level services at no charge to them. So if you need any information, please give me a call, and I will be glad to see how I can help you or your organization out.
Great. And there will also be other Prime for Life classes throughout the school year once the school year is started. So
that schedule will be developed and then posted on the website as we go forward.
Yeah, so check our website. Also, I told you about the Youth Advocacy Board position, that we would be actually hiring someone to fill that position. We are in the process of interviewing for that position, and we will have someone hired hopefully this week or next week. We do have around 40 wonderful kids in that group, and we are excited about what we have scheduled for the next year in FY17. So stay tuned, and we hope to have some of those kids on here occasionally throughout the year to tell you about what they have planned for the next year. And if you have any questions about anything in Walton County that you don't know who to call, please always feel free to call us here at the partnership. If we don't have an answer for you, we will try to find the answer for you. So give us a call at 770-207-6060. Thank you.
There are folks here in Walton County in the Monroe area. I'm Michael Davis with the 4-H Corporate Extension, or with the University of Georgia Corporate Extension Service 4-H programming. And today I have our new 4-H agent with us here, Mrs. Cassandra Hainsworth. And this is Cassandra.
Hello, my name is Cassandra, as Mike just said, and I'm here as your new Walton County 4-H agent. I recently moved from Miami-Dade County, Florida, and where I served as the 4-H agent there, and I'm excited about being here in Walton County, and I look forward to meeting all of you and working with some of you soon. And if you have any questions or want to get your youth involved in our 4-H program, please feel free to give us a call or stop by and visit us. We look forward to meeting you all.
We're excited to have Sandra on board with us, and we know our program is in good hands with her. Some of the things that we have going on, and because Cassandra's new to us, like coming in July 1, she's going to get her feet wet this week at camp at Rock Eagle, Cloverleaf Camp. So we've got a lot going on there, but we'll be camping when this comes on the air, and we'll be down at Rock Eagle with roughly 100 4-H'ers. And hopefully it won't be too warm, but we'll be ready. And we've got plenty of good, cool activities planned down there. Some of the other things that we have going on right now, our horse judging and hippology team, which of course is a study of horses, will be attending a workshop and competition area down at Perry with the Southern Regional, and which is made up of the 13 southern states there in this competition, and we wish them well. Also, we have a rider that will be participating down there, and that's Miss Kayla Shelnup. She'll be competing in the ranch horse division at the Southern Regionals, and this is really a big event for our horse people. And it's very interesting that it's so close by for us, because believe it or not, the state of Florida is hosting this by using our facilities there at the great facilities we have there at the Perry at the National Fairgrounds, at the State Fairgrounds. Another thing that just happened, our BB team just recently returned from Rogers, Arkansas, from the Daisy National Competition. Our team finished 11th out of 59, and they did a great job. We had numerous ones that brought home some individual medals, some of those being gold medals. In the champions match, which is for those returning shooting members from previous champion team, Matthew Wood finished second overall out of 42 shooters there, and he was first in both the standing and kneeling positions, the two toughest positions. So good job there, Matthew. On our team, Jackson Davis was finished 39th overall, but finished first in the kneeling position. And from our alternate shooters from our team, Tony Stacy placed first out of the alternate team shooters. But overall, out of all 390 shooters, Tony finished 8th on that list of shooters. Jackson finished 39th. we want to wish them well and future luck in the future and shooting position. But the team did real well, represented us real well, and we're very fortunate to have coaches like Mr. William Carlin and Ms. Kathy Sasser, who are the two coaches for this team. And we appreciate all the effort the parents put forth and the participants, the shooters themselves. Because without the parents behind those shooters, this program could not be as successful as it was. And we look forward to next year's competition, and we feel sure we'll have a team there as well. Those are some of the things we have going on. Of course, we always think of the summer being, oh, you're on summer vacation. Well, in 4-H, there really is never a vacation. We have other things going on. In fact, we get back from camp and we still have one last summer fun activity planned. July the 20th, we will be going out to down to Charlie Elliott Nature Center to do a little hiking and take in nature there as the last activity before settling back and before school kicks off in August. And it'll be here before we know it. And we'll have our programming going, and we look forward, and as Miss Cassandra said, she's looking forward to getting out and meeting all the young people here in Walton County that are involved in our 4-H programs, and will be joining our 4-H programs as we start a new year coming in September in our 5th grade programming. So we look forward to seeing you then. We look forward to anybody dropping by the office for anything you may need. Of course, if you need any assistance in the agricultural area, Mr. Carlin is in on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and Mr. Burns said Joel is in Monday through Friday. And again, our office hours here at the 4-H office and Corporate Extension Service, 8 to 12 and 1 to 5. And of course, we're still in the same location at the corner of Spring and Broad at 100 North Broad, right next to Peyton Pettis, State Farm Insurance Agent. So until next time, this is Michael Davis
and Cassandra Hainsworth
saying so long, and we'll see you down the road.
Hey, thanks for tuning in today. As always, we're going to show you some of the dogs and cats that are available here for adoption at Walton County Animal Control. You know, we're getting right in the middle of that time of year where it's real frustrating for us, where we get literally 10 to 15 cats a day. We'll get dogs and puppies all day long, and all this really could be preventable if you would get your pets spayed and neutered. So we want you to remember that there's some really great low-cost options right here in Walton County. You don't have to travel too far, and that's Paradox Spay Neuter Clinic. They opened up a clinic in Loganville on Industrial Parkway, right out in Walnut Grove. And so it's a beautiful place, kind of located for all of us Walton County residents to take our pets. They have dog spays and neuters starting at $60 and cat spays and neuters starting at $35. You can't beat that anywhere. That's all they do. Is they're a high volume spay neuter clinic, and so they keep it affordable. Plus they really believe in working to keep the pet population down so that our shelter doesn't fill up. They also do vaccines there, rabies shots for $15, other vaccines for $15, and this is at the time of the surgery. So that's a great thing to take advantage of. It's very low cost. Again, that's Paradox Spay Neuter Clinic, and you can find them at paradoxspayneuterclinic.com. And then maybe your pet's already fixed, but you just need some vaccines. There's another low cost option every Saturday from 1 to 2:30 at Tractor Supply in Monroe. They're doing microchipping for $15, rabies vaccines for $18, plus they have several other packages that start around the $50 range and up, depending on what vaccines you need. So don't forget about your pets. We've got some great affordable pet care right here in Walton County for the citizens. Maybe you're looking to adopt a pet? Come on down. This is the time of year where we have lots and lots of puppies and kittens. And now we'll show you some of those animals for adoption.
This is Liberty. She's a female domestic short hair. She's about 3 months old. She's really sweet. She comes with all the vaccinations, and she's sweet and playful. She's just a good home.
We have about a 3-month-old male black cat. It is kitten season. We have lots and lots of cats. So if you want a kitten, we do a 2-for-1. Please come down and adopt some cats from us. We have them ranging in ages from 2 months and up to adults. We do homes too. So don't forget about us when you're looking for a cat.
Hey, we got us a young German Shepherd mix here. She's got a lot of energy and she's a happy little girl. And she is ready for a good home.
Here we have a Cocker Spaniel mix. It's a male. He's probably about 5 or 6 years old. Really sweet. Still has a lot of energy. Looking for a good home.
It's a Dachshund Chihuahua mix. Her name's Allie. She's 4 months old. Looking for a good home. Very sweet.
This is Hugo. He is a pit bull mix. He's about 6 years old. He's already neutered and he has all his vaccinations done. He's also microchipped, so all he needs is someone to give him a good home and take good care of him and play with him. He's very friendly. Come on.
I'm Anthony Akers at Cedar Lake Golf Club just south of Loganville here in Walton County. We've tried to create some country club amenities without the country club commitment. We've got a number of things to help you with your golf game. We're a public 18-hole facility with a full-service driving range and PGA professional on site. Number of wonderful things going on around here. We've got a summer train and play program for the juniors in middle school and high school. It's going to be going every Tuesday and Thursday throughout the summer, starting at 10 o'clock. We'd love to have your youngster join us, and that's all summer long through the end of July. Come on out to Cedar Lake Golf Club and play around with us.
To my body is dust, to my soul is no more. I will love you, love you. Till the sun starts to crack and the moon turns to
what's the worst that can happen?
Where do you come alive? A stadium, lecture hall, a music hall, church potluck? This year, you have a new spot, walkgeorgia.org, a free website that provides you with all the resources needed to get your heart rate up and body out in your community. Sign up and receive individual or group fitness tracking, fitness demos by certified trainers, recipes, and a guide to resources in your Georgia County, all in one easy-to-use site. When you move more, you live more. walkgeorgia.org.